Here we go, my friends. Just another live stream, eh? No. Today's will be different, I tell you. We're live on the twitch.tv/Xisuma. We got the bananas in chat from Becca and Floyne and Crow Chris and Fortunate Narado, letting me know that I am live and good to go. Thank you so much. It's always appreciated. Bear, welcome to the stream. Good evening to you. And here is the dealio. I have decided to give in to AE2, okay? I wanted to do this a little different. I wanted to do things my way, but it feels like AE2 is geared to do things a different way. And because I understand how it works, I figured we could probably go ahead and just build a setup that's built for AE2 and how it wants to work. So we're going to have less focus on this type of storage and more on crafting on demand, which I guess is about having an availability of base materials. We still need that, but a lot of processing power to create stuff on demand. See, I don't like that. I like stuff to be sort of ready to go and lying around in the base. But, you know, I think we're just going to have to do it the AE2 way. By the way, I've added in these teleporters in each of the corners down here. I installed a separate little system because I started to look into here and wonder what we could do. There we go, to sort out some of the stuff coming into here. And that again is making me think that maybe we should start looking at storing stuff on disks. If we were to store things on disks, maybe we could rip out some of our old projects and replace them with newer ones later on, right? Because we've got some sources of lag that I haven't really been able to pin down. Hey X, I was just looking through Twitch and being disappointed at having 0 live channels, and then you popped up, says Womple. Awesome, my dude, awesome. But like 0 live channels? There's gazillions of people streaming on Twitch all the time. So I don't know what it means for the Ender.io project room down here, but we're just gonna go for it because I've had a little bit of a vision. Part of that vision is to potentially make the entirety of this room somewhat bigger. I kind of like the idea of using the darkness, which we can make disappear with our night vision. But what if, like, the frontier was just wherever you looked there was darkness? I think that could be pretty cool. So we're going to try and build something that then just has darkness all behind it. We're going to use these cables right here. We're going to set up some auto crafting on either side, all 4 sides, big symmetrical build. Towers of auto crafting going up, and then in the corners we'll have loads of this stuff. And I don't even know where to start. That's the secret. I don't even know where to start. News-led Band 5, thank you for your Prime subscription. That is appreciated, and I hope you enjoy the stream today. Hope you enjoy it. Greenstone, thank you for subscribing as well. See, one of the things that I want to establish is basically a bigger surface down here, and it's going to cover up the cables. So I think the first thing I want to do is pull out our coloured cables. None of these will then get created like on demand because that's not how everything's set up. And just bring them out, because the next time we're going to access them, they kind of need to be closer to this area, or we can, you know, get in and move it about. So that's kind of the beginning phase, I guess, just prepping the area for future projects. Can you establish Ds? Says Ikazu. What are Ds? Oh yeah, I was thinking about how we would have to, you know, have these neatly organised to not conflict, but they don't actually touch each other, do they? Right, and that's that side. Let's go do the other sides. Some of them will be easier than others. Just need to bring them out to here to where the stone is, because that gives us like the space to operate within. Might even just extend that. Yeah, because that's actually for what we're doing up there at the moment. We'll leave it attached for now. Over on this side, need a little extension here and there. This is going to be cool today, though. Greenstone11, thank you for subscribing and gifting a sub to Drake Dog. Drake Dog, be sure to say thanks in chat. Appreciate it, Greenstone. Very kind of you to gift the sub. We always like that. the supporting of the community. And DJ Echo is here for 46 incredible months. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate it, my dude. So, up go all the cables and other things that we're probably not in need of immediately. Cool. Now that we've done that, we need to expand the floor. See, I like the idea of having glass just extend outwards forever, essentially. We gotta. I think I've got to see how it looks first. So I need to craft up lab blocks, and a lot of them. We'll leave in some of those that can be chiseled. Let's type in lab over here, and let's take it to chat for a minute. And I'll do my best, you know, while I'm building. We're going to do a lot of building, so we need some waffling. What do y'all want to talk about today, chat? Like, what's on your mind? Could you show what you're doing in your world so far? I haven't watched since stream 4, lol, says Wample. Today, honestly, I really want to crack on with what I'm currently doing, so I'm not really going to have the opportunity for that. But let's just say we're at a point where we want to start doing like a massive auto crafting project. So that's what we're going to be doing in the stream. We're just going to be building up some absolutely massive infrastructure. Like we are going big time today is what I'm getting at. Right, so we cover up all of that. Ooh yeah, groovy. No. Hey, we've been raided again. Iskal, thank you for the raid yesterday, and welcome all the raiders to the raid today. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you again. As you can see, Stoneblock, right? We spent all of yesterday's stream trying to do AE2 the way I wanted to, which was to have it fill up drawers automatically. And then I just decided it's probably possible in a really tedious way, so I'm going to actually just make a auto crafting system that creates on demands. Iskal says, hope auto crafting went good. I mean, it was learning, right? Like, I spent all of yesterday's stream investigating and learning. Today, we're going to just build, like, a massive system. I'm going to remove so many blocks that you can't see. Like, I want it to be so dark in the distance, right? And then we're going to have this, like, auto crafting setup. Oh, it's just, I got a vision, and it's going to be cool. It will be cool, peeps. So Night Jamie, thank you for the Prime subscription. Always appreciate those Prime subs. And we got Yagya10 gifting a sub to Iskal for 33 months. Thank you again for the raid, Iskal. Yagya, appreciate it. Yagya? It's just Yaga. Appreciate you gifting that sub. That's always super cool. Thank you. When he says yesterday was a good learning experience for X and chat, it was, wasn't it? We learned a lot, which is always a good thing. I'm a little afraid to disconnect this, but do you know what? I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then this needs to come out to there. So all of those are covered up. I mean, this will keep going out. Which reminds me, I need to think, are there any projects that use some vertical space that I'm not thinking of? Maybe a little bit like round the back of this room. No, it's all sort of down there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. But, oh, maybe the loot bag room, but we'll soon find out. And this room here, actually. Uh-oh. So if I want to keep expanding, the roof of that is going to be a problem. But I could probably cheese it with some chisel and bits and just layer in that texture on top of that block. So there's a solution. Okay, let's go ahead and do this, which was a bit of a pain last time because of the way the wand wants to work. Cheese it, says Rob. What am I cheesing? Or is that what I described is cheesing it? Hey, I mean, you know, if we can squeeze 2 textures onto 1 block, let's do it. Right, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, at least. So, there it is again. Chisel all. Thank you very much. And then we'll bring it all the way over here. Aha, need that there. And then over on the other side, we need it here. Very good, very good. And then just bring that out. Yeah, there you go. Missing a little bit here. 3 blocks in each direction out of the corner. So you can start to get a sense of scale for what I'm going to go for here. It's going to be mega. Yagir says, upgrade your wand. Upgrade my wand, hey? I think it's okay. By the way, if ever we need to expand this stuff for more cables, I think what we can do is pull it up and have like another wrap around the capacitor bank, and then those cables could go like up into the sky, and it'll all be like crazy. Chat, is he making a room look nice right now, says me. I think that's up to you, right? If it looks nice or not. I was just thinking spiders could spawn down here, but we have the mega torch, so we're good on that front, which kind of means I can bring the glass in a little bit. Anyway, we need regular glass. Let's see if we've got any of that, because it attaches to the lighten. So we've got dark, which is not what I want. I just want quartz glass from... No, I want glass from Ender IO, which I think is just that, although that's blast resistant. So let's go Ender IO glass. Quite clear is what we're after. Now, where's like quite clear that isn't painted? It always seems to elude me. Is that it? I think I just found it. No, painted with black. Or then we look here. Right, there you go. So it's just glass to glass. Okay, I know what to do then. Let's zip on down. Ooh, is that not an equal square? Let's just check this real quick. Oh no, it is. Oh, that's off-centered. Hold your horses. Ha! It's just that. No, wait. Oh, is this a 2 wide thing? Oh! Wait. Oh, God. No! These are 5 wide. These are not! Love it. Oh, okay. Well, to make it fit with the one up top, I'm going to change it. That's amazing. I love that. I love discovering that you somehow managed to build one part of your base 1 block off without realizing it. Oh, the little OCD demons. The neatness monsters within yourself. They'll be screaming now. There'll be people in chat going, "X, I quit. I leave. I can't take it anymore. This is a crime against humanity." How do I have an elevator block? Oh, right. That makes sense then. Oh my God, that's amazing. Better to find out now than later on. And while we're discovering these horrors, these atrocities, these crimes against humanity, let's also put glass in the system. We got Becca gifting a sub to Talbar. Thank you for gifting the sub, Becca. Really appreciate it. And Black Steel is gifting a sub to Celadon. Again, much appreciated. Be sure to say thanks in the chat, peeps, if ever you gifted a sub. Very kind of you. Right, that's probably more than enough, but, you know, I'm just going to take that out. Maybe check what's here, yeah. And then zip all of that in. And what comes out is exactly what we need. Right, now the next problem is that up top, they're now off by 1. So, breaky. And, ooh. No, wait, I'm moving it in the wrong direction, aren't I? Now it's in line. Whew. Problem solved. So if anything, this has like an extra bit, doesn't it? And I'm going to run out of blocks now, aren't I? Or maybe not. Maybe I had more than I realised. Okay, now I've run out, but yeah. So you see in the direction the room is going in, that's for sure. I'm going to bring the glass over, more cables. I feel like there was something I was going to do. Oh, I think I was going to grab my destruction gadget next and do a little bit more work with this. So what's this thing set up for, right? Like, we know we can do a really big chunk of this stuff. I'm a little bit scared that I might accidentally go too far, right? Now, look how quickly that thing recharged. So we got this thing here holding a redonkulous amount of energy. 11.69 giggle giggle, and that takes 1 million. So if this thing like gets used a lot, we used like a full area was like 1 use. So we've probably got like about 15 uses, I reckon. And it might be obvious what I want to do here. Also, we've got to keep an eye out for potentially destroying something that I shouldn't. That's always a possibility when I'm in town. Oh, hang on. How high does it go? That high. Right, look at that. There's some stuff going on over there. We're good. We're good. And, you know, after I've done this, I also want to remove the ceiling. Dang, this feels dangerous right now. Oh, I'm loving that this thing is getting recharged. That's so good. Okay, does it go one higher or not? Yep. Oh, there's that. Right. Yikes. There is going to be a limit to the size of this room. Something I had not thought about. We got this over here. What's annoying is that that's probably a lot closer than the entire area I just dug out. This is how many blocks deep? Oh, that's ridiculous. I wonder how many undo phases this has, because I only want it to go that deep in all directions. Oh, do you know what I could have been doing? This would have really helped. Like, I don't want it to look like this, but this helps me suss out how deep or whatnot to go with it. Kind of doesn't look too bad. Let's go ahead and set this just to depth 1 for a minute. Well, actually, that's probably a bit pants. There you go. So we want to go back in by 6, actually. Okay, and then bring these in. Right, so how far is that from the corner? 1, 2, 3. It's going to be tricky, this. There you go, 4. So I actually want to fill in all of this over here, which is annoying. So I'm going to need tons of stone to fill it back up. Maybe you should cry about it, Trollface, says Metal Queer. I'm going to cry about it. I don't know what you're trying to say. Use dark glass to close that off, says Big Papa House. No, the aesthetic is that the the darkness in the distance is just going to be stone. So I want to build a giant cube of stone, and then it'll make sense when we get to the end there. And then like we control the light inside this area of stone, essentially. It'll make a lot more sense when we get to the end of it, believe me. Right, so we've got to fill that back in. And this is all prep for like the mega AE2 system that we're going to put in. Let's count this corner as well. So it's like all the way to that bit. Then we've got that block. That means here. There. Right, and so I just got to remove that one. So on this side it's actually done correctly. And then I goofed it anyway. We're going to remove more of the ceiling, so although I fill it in now, more of the ceiling will go as well. So from this corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. It's pretty good, isn't it? And then one more off of there. Which means all of that is correct, thank goodness. Right, so what did we do over here? We had 2. So we've got to leave 2 behind. Okay, one more. And then this stuff. We got Sniper 1974 for 68 months in a row, which is incredible. Thank you, my dude. Very much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And Sniper says, "Hi X, how are you today?" I'm good. I had a nice, productive day doing things, making videos, getting stuff crossed off the list. You know, that never-ending list of things that need doing. So all good. All good over here. Okay, I think that's it. Right, so now we've got a box that is, you know, good in all directions, and we know where the walls are. So when I press 5, you can see how these light sources take away from the immersion here. So what we want to do is get our lab blocks. What is that? I don't understand. It's the chisel. Weird. I'm gonna get our lab blocks in here, and this thing can help again. Let's set up like a 3 or maybe a 5x5. Yeah, maybe a bit bigger than that. And then get rid of some of this stuff. Right, again, having night vision on would be great. Be cool if this destruction gadget had a filter where you could be like, just stone. Oops. So yeah, we're going to take this down by 1 and then replace everything with the lab block. Uh-huh, looking good. What's that music, says Mr. Crow. We're listening to Jim Kirkwood today. It's some darn good music if you ask me. Hence why we're listening to it. I'm hoping Jim is going to publish some more of his older recordings, because that's the stuff I really enjoy that I'd like to have playing in these streams. But yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. From time to time, he's like republished stuff, which is cool. But the originals are really hard to find. Right, so I kind of need to just take out a strip of this and replace it with stone, and then sort out this floor here, and then we've got to make a lot more lab blocks because of that. So 24 minutes in, and we're still just getting the aesthetics ready. Crazy. I knew this one would be a big one today, though. I knew we'd have a lot going on, and I think I just took out more stone than I needed to. And all of this stuff is admittedly like a little bit close. You know, it probably wouldn't have been too much effort for me to actually rebuild this all a little bit higher. What do you think, peeps? Shall I raise all of this up by 2 blocks so that we don't have like some sort of, oh no, I can't get to the, I mean, maybe I don't really need to. Managing some of these cables might be a bit awkward, but actually I think think I'll end up being okay, right? And I can break the blocks above my head and put them back after, so might have been smarter to have given myself more space between the floors, but I'm not going to do that now. So let's go ahead and craft up our lab blocks next. And, you know, that might be enough. I'm not really sure. It's probably not enough. So now we can come down here and bring it all the way over to the wall. Because this is the floor for the entire area, my friends. And this is going to block out other light sources as well. Dang, that was not enough. So, that's probably still not enough. This is how ham we're going today on this project. I told you it would be mega. Ooh, yeah, gotta get rid of that. Hey Xisuma, I'm new to Twitch and you were the first channel I went to, says Kool-Aid. Cool, welcome to Twitch. I am not primarily a Twitch streamer, but I do enjoy streaming. There is a mod that can copy builds and rebuild with some power, says Mr. Peanut. There probably is. There probably is. I'd like to get around to learning about some of those sorts of mods and what's possible with them. Okay. Then we bring all of this across. Don't want to click on the top of it. That would make me cry. Over in this corner. How much we got left? Still a fair bit. And still a little bit left more. Right, so now this stuff gets to go in. And then we get to chisel these blocks. And then the room is complete. For now. Well, until we raise the ceiling. Until we raise the roof. Ev Tima, free. Thank you for your Prime subscription. I appreciate you subscribing with the Prime. And hope you enjoyed today's stream. Thank you, my dude. Right, I think we're done with some of these for a minute, at least, right? Destruction gadget we're going to use again. So we want to chisel some blocks here, right? We're going to take all of that, same material. And then we're going to do connected pane. Which I might be able to do directly with this if I put it in, like, replace mode. Is that such a thing? I don't think it is, actually. Well, there might be, like, I might be able to impose it with a... one of those things I got in my backpack, but for now we're going to forget about that. Right, and we just do this to cover it all up. And this is like the under part of the floor. Right, I don't want to cough. Got a tickly throat. I think I'm going to cough. Actually, I'm going to mute, drink some water and cough. There we go. X, look for building gadgets. Creeperhead, why should I do that? Why should I look for building gadgets? Oh, we want, I guess, the whole material there. That's a bit rude, not letting us hear you cough. Oh, is it? It's a bit rude. What, you want me to cough into the microphone? Make you sick over the internet? That's how bad my cough is. You'll get ill. Yes, please. Jeez. Hey, Xisuma, are you planning on making videos on all the vanilla Minecraft ores for the new update? Nah, just the diamond one. I mean, I explained where the other ores are in there. I don't think there's too much to... Or maybe there is. I don't know. I could give it a think. But, you know, mining strategies, it's... In my mind... So you got me thinking now. Like with the diamond, it's like taking the old principle of branch mining and applying it to the Y level. With the other materials, it's essentially the same thing, and then explore caves, right? 'Cause if you specifically want something, you go to the level it's most common, and if you bust into a cave at that level, you explore it. There's a few other caveats, like, you know, look out for iron and copper veins, right? So I kind of feel like you just take what's in that video already and just apply it. I mean, one of the things I tried to do this video compared to my previous ones like that was, rather than like tell you exactly what to do, I wanted to present it more in a way like, here's some information about it and you decide. Like, I really like doing the poke holes technique, however it tends to spark a lot of debate in the comments, so rather than me telling you to do the poke holes, I was like, well, you know, I'll show you the reasoning for doing it. I'll show you the reasoning for spacing out your branch mines, and leave it more in the court of the viewer to decide what they want to do. Okay, there we go. Right, so then we put these two into here, and that one, and then we go ba-boop, get rid of it. To the backpack, we don't need a lot of this stuff again. Right, so that was the first part of conditioning this room, I guess. There's more. We've got to use the destruction gadget again, and we've got to bring in that glass. So, where is it? Here it is. Tons of it. Hopefully enough to do the rest of the room. We got Leon Golden Twitch here, gifting a sub to JessMoose2000. Liam, thank you for gifting that sub, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Excuse me, Jess, be sure to say thanks in chat. I just burped. Oh, how bad of me. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh, yes. Now you can feel it. Oh. Now you can feel the vibes. Okay. Now you know where I'm going with this. I think what I'm going to do, though, is just limit this in a little bit. Now, does this stuff... Okay, this stuff gets silk touches. So we're going to pinch it in one block in every direction, which is something I might change later on. But I've just got a feeling it's a little too much light in the middle. Oh, what just happened? I was trying to do it all in one go, actually. And then this one. And we've got a noise in the air. It's Kronk here. 1183 with the cheers and the bits and no message. Thank you, Kronk. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed my impromptu singing. Go. Yeah, thank you, my dude. Always appreciating the support for the channel. Curls of Doom says, what, I just got gifted a sub to another streamer. I'm not currently watching. What is happening? I guess someone maybe typed in your name and intentionally gifted you. You know? So if we look at the light level and how close it gets to the stone, that's kind of interesting. It just made me wonder, do any of these blocks emit light when they're working? Because if they do, that will change things. Right, when it comes to the ceiling, we don't need too much more height, but we are going to have some. Can we get a stream of you singing Minecraft parody songs, says Ikazu. Ikazu, thanks for the cheers and bits. To answer your question, incredibly unlikely, because if there's one thing I don't like, it's Minecraft songs, funny enough. You know, all those, like, I don't know, they were kind of like really popular about 5 or 6 years ago. Those kind of like Minecraft rap and Minecraft songs, like these big channels would drop them. It's about 16 blocks up to the top there, so I don't think I want to go any bigger than, let's say, 12. And then let's just set these to 8 and 7. Yeah, thank you for the support, my dude. The bits are always appreciated. Yeah, I just really don't like those kind of parody-esque songs about Minecraft. I don't know. In fact, there's one that I do like, and it's by this guy who does like metal comedy videos, and I think it's got something to do with Limp Bizkit and break stuff, and it being in Minecraft, and it just cracked me up. But like, I really don't like it. I never have. I don't sort of like. Really not sure how to describe why I don't like it. Yeah, it just, I don't know, something about it, I guess tacky, for lack of a better word. something always just feels a bit tacky about like attaching a song to subject matter that like music doesn't really touch. Like there sort of are, I guess, if you go looking in the right places, artists that sing about video games or whatever, but it's like it tends to not be like a passion project or topic of music, right? Like no metal singers going, "Oh, video game." You pissed me off when I died unfairly. I don't know, maybe there is a band that does that. So it just yeah, it just comes off as like tacky, and I don't know. Just because I like Minecraft doesn't mean I want to hear someone sing about it. Right? Like music inspired or related to can be something, but those kind of tacky, yeah, that's just the word I can come up with for you. Tacky. That's all I got. It sounds tacky to me. Right, there we go. That's the last of this. That is the last of this. So, away goes the destruction gadget. This thing goes in here. I don't know how this got cut out, but it did. We press 5, and you know, like the idea is that you can see the corners. And I don't think we'll get any better than that. I don't think the light here is hitting it. I just think there's like that minimum light level. So I tell you what, if we close this off, it might look a little different. But I kind of need to know where that is, so we'll do that. Nah, you're always going to see it a little bit, but still, the feeling is really impressive. So I'm gonna leave that closed for now. If I need to find it again, I can just, yeah, there you go. It was behind me. I'm almost thinking we could probably do with a little less light in here. Maybe I'm going to take off one more layer in each direction, and then that'll be it. I promise. Alright, that'll be it, I swear. Because the focus really just is on the center of the room to begin with. I love that you don't have to silk touch this, it just comes back to you. Okay, there we go. Right, so now we need to not put the enlightened in and put in the quite clear all the way around. And I don't think the wand helps here because we kind of have to place everything and then build it out. Xisuma, what if you use black walls? That would give you the effect you're looking for. Oh, I could replace the material, couldn't I? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll do that at some point. We'll make like a black concrete farm and replace it all. That's not a bad idea. Okay, so now it's wand time. And peeps, who's feeling the project who's feeling the project right now? Who's enjoying it? Are you like, this is going to be cool, this is exciting, I can't wait to see where this goes? Or you're like, X, this is boring. Okay. The second answer is not allowed. Just letting you know. You're only allowed to answer with the first one. Oh, it's locked. Oh, I'll just leave it locked. Seems good, but this is the boring part. Oh, right, it's a Skyfighter. Well, it's almost over. It's almost over. There you go. Right, zipped all of that away for another day. Well, actually, today. We're going to set all of that up later. Just wanted to... yeah, clear the space out. Right, so we're going to need over how many times that? Like 4, at least 4, that amount. So we definitely need more glass. Let's go get it started. That much is probably the minimum we need. Right, in you go. And then up we go. Hey X, since you've started to play modded, are there any features you would like to be added into vanilla? I would just like Mojang to do their thing really with vanilla. Modded is a different beast altogether in my opinion. there isn't really much in maybe some small quality of life changes, but in general, what's in modded I think should stay in modded, because it's just a totally different game philosophy. Like, this isn't, what I'm doing right now isn't traditional Minecraft, is it? Let's face it. Dang! Like, you're not even going to feel like the glass is there, but there's going to be this light coming from the middle. So cool. So far, so cool. Oh, I'm going to cough again if I don't drink. Ugh. Oh, dear Lord. So this, like, air quote sore throat that I've got, it doesn't, I don't feel rough. It just, my throat keeps going dry. It's so odd. Ugh. Yeah, it just keeps getting very dry. Right, we've got so much of that stuff and we make it out of thin air. Okay, I think we're going to need to speed this up by using the other ones. Uh-huh. I think some of those are a different type, right? Enlightened and quite clear. Oh yeah, they might have a bunch of glowstone left in, or maybe not. Anyway, when I go back up there, this stuff's going to get chewed through. So let's move on to the next bit, which is where things start to get exciting. We're going to need those. I think that's the right type. And then that's the smart... I'm not sure which one I used up there, actually. Maybe a mixture of both is what's required. Yeah, so we didn't use the smart type. Oh, okay. Then that happens. Right, and then we need some things out of here. Like interfaces, right? Which we, I believe, made a stack of. Then we need the molecular assemblers. We need our pattern terminal. I didn't really think about where that goes in this big layout. Pattern terminal. Well, there it is. So, I'm thinking we're going to have these like big towers somewhere of crafting. And these will naturally need to spread out from one another a bit. So, if we think about coming out here somewhere, it might help to use a bit of night vision from time to time. So let's say we come out to around here. Except, I think I want the middle ones to be over. So the cables have to come out about this far and have 3 blocks between is kind of the idea. Looks to me like they should probably come a little further and have 5. They're going to go up like towers, right? And then on the towers we're going to attach our setups like this, is what I was thinking. So you're in the middle, you look out and, whoa, just going all the way to the top. That is not where we're going to put it though. I think we need 5 blocks in between and needs to be closer to the back. So let's put it here. Oh, sorry, there. 5 blocks between. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the next one is then here. That's the wrong thing. Seven? 5. 5. And then those go up. I'm also wondering, like, how tall are they going to be? How many channels are they going to use up, right? So, let's say we make one nice and tall. I mean, this thing can get really tall, right? And each one of these, I think it's literally, that's a channel. So, like, oh, this will probably be a little bit higher, actually. So, that is above the glass. So, we'll put it here. Might even put them on the back as well. Ooh, And if I put them there... Ah. Then it becomes, like, quite dense. Oh, maybe we could line it up so... Jeez, this is interesting layout. Maybe we can line it up like that. Have I done that right? No, I've done that last bit wrong. Right, and then you just end up with this absolute powerhouse of crafting. And again, this is going to go high up and be off in the distance. Use the same molecular assembler for the interfaces. Use the same molecular in... Do you mean overlap them so they're shared? I don't know why we would do that. We got Kronk1183 here with some cheers and biddies saying, loving all the content you create and created. Thank you, my dude. Thank you for some more cheers and biddies. That's greatly appreciated, and glad you enjoy all the content. We got 1,000 peeps tuning in. Thank you everyone for coming by. Be sure to hit the follow button. We're going to be continuing our daily streaming streak up until Christmas, if I can. You know, not going to break a leg to do it. That's where it came from the other day, because then I was like, shake a leg, down and shake it, yeah, down and now, down and now, down and now. Okay, I'm showing how old I am now. Yeah, that's the song, shake a leg. Shake a leg, you. Right, let's go put in the rest of this glass. Lost my train of thought. Lost my train. Oh yeah, I was doing the whole hit that follow button, please, because I remember what I'm talking about. Yeah, you'll be entertained by my idiocy, peeps. Yeah, what's the plan? Stoneblock. Tomorrow, though, I might... At some point, I'm going to do a 1.18 stream. Depends, like, how much we get done on this one, how much I want to keep doing stuff in the Stoneblock world. I've got a 1.18 stream planned at some point to do the Caves and Cliffs update, which I'm very much looking forward to. And something else. Oh yeah, and then next year, after Christmas, we will be doing some variety streaming and playing a whole bunch of different games in between doing Stoneblock. That's kind of like my plan at the moment. Look at that. We've got loads of the stuff. And this is probably the one area we want to keep open at the moment while we figure out the layout. Now... I technically didn't need to put glass all the way to the wall, but I did, so whatever. I'm also really starting to like the idea of replacing the stone material. I think that's something we're going to end up doing. Will you be taking a break in January as usual, says Skyfighter. Not like normal. I'll be streaming and probably making less videos. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't thinking of it as a break, but it will be. Also, it was only last year that I took January off. Like, I've been hustling for years before that. Anyway, I need feedback on this, right? Any tips for starting Stoneblock, says Gardener Sniper. What I say is play along to someone else's playthrough if you need to learn, if you need to know how to get going and what to do. So, you know, I could recommend my own stuff on YouTube. All the VODs are over there on my second channel. Or, you know... Go watch someone like Hypno who knows the mods way better than I do. Right, oh, no, I remember what I was doing next. So I need to calculate, something important here. When I attach this, and it's got these things attached to it, how many channels does it take up? Please just take up one, or otherwise I'm in trouble. Apparently it's none at the moment. That is connected to the thing, it's probably just waking up. One. There you go. What if that's connected, though? Would that then be 2? Again, we're going to have to wait to find out. Only the interface uses a channel, says Apple Johnson. I hope you're correct. Form the room into an octagon. Unfortunately, the shape constraints mean that it's going to be a cube. It's looking like it's still 1, so we'll give it a little bit longer. Kronk1183, thank you for the cheers and biddies, and thank you for subscribing, my dude. Hope you're entertained over here on Twitch and having a good time, and enjoy those emotes and all the other good stuff. Okay, so it looks good to me. Right, so that means we can count how many channels we're going to use by how many ME interfaces are going to be on this giant pillar of craziness. The glass that we're using, if we bring some over here, is there. So the first interface will be here. Although, I might just have them start at the ground and go up. Or, actually, it'd probably make more sense to put in some sort of glass block that looks like a molecular assembler to fill in the gap. So this means that we're going to probably get through these quickly. I'm visualizing where... Yeah, this is good so far. So we have those corners taken up. This one also goes into that space. Now, why does that feel like I've done something wrong? It's probably because if I put that there, it shares, right? Which sort of feels inefficient. If I go one higher, we're left with a gap. So maybe this structure has gaps in it, and we just put a different type of block in there. It'd be nice if we could put in like a texture that sort of pops out but doesn't emit light. In which case, I can't help but feel that maybe we need to distribute all of this a little different. So let's go ahead and pivot and change the layout. So what we'll do is like every other. So that's 4 channels, 6, 8. Am I doing it right? 10, 12. Then 16. Sorry, 14, 16. Now, to me, what we could do is split these cables up and get 2 out of each and every one of them. We're not going to double the size of that, are we? So I think that's the way to go. I might even make it a little higher so it's just off the ground a little bit. And that means we're going to have 8 cable parts on each side. This is getting mental now. Okay, dude, this is going to look awesome, says News-Led Ban. You see, you're understanding, you're seeing the vision. You come into this room, and there's like this little hub in the middle, and then you look around into the darkness, and there's just going to be like spires of craziness. And I think if we change the walls into black concrete, it can allow us to have a little more flexibility with the lighting in here. Sonifer is here with cheers and bits saying, X, I know you're a fan of old school drum and bass. Follower. Did you follow Messiah? I love Temple of Dreams, the Running Man movie remix song. I'm taking a note. I will check it out. I've not heard that one before. I'm a fan of old school drum and bass, right? But it's never a genre I've deep dived on, right? It's just like I know that era is what I like. When I hear stuff from that era, it's kind of my thing. But thank you for the tip. I will check that out. That sounds really cool. The main question is, are you aiming for speed or for interface capacity, says Rosnick. Well, as I understood it, at the moment, we're maximizing the capacity of the interface, but then we're also going to put like crafting, like a whole crafting core set up. And when we do that, I believe that then we increase the capacity. Wait, which one is it? Speed and capacity. So this is capacity. They're separate things, right? This is capacity of crafting, and then speed is the processing units that control it all. And now that you've said that, if we're going to max out all of these cables, right, we could either save some channels for the processing stuff if we put it in the corner, or we might need to put the actual processing stuff somewhere else, because this room, we could make the back here like walls. We could turn it into walls of processing units. Actually not sure how to get started on that. But yeah, maybe rather than 8 of these pillars, maybe we have 6 and save some channels in the corners. Here's what I'm thinking. Talbar says, I have no clue what's going on. And nor should you. Yeah, this is crazy complex stuff, basically. And it's going to be a big project to mirror it everywhere. I don't think I'm going to use these smart cables until we get to this spot. So we need to rip out some of this stuff. Yeah, like all of that. Actually, don't vein mine it. That could be hazardous for my health. This stuff's actually quite easy to, you know, just pop off like that, isn't it? So, whoops, immediate whoops. Time to put these cables to use, I guess. So I think we need to just come over here again and say, well, definitely not there. So 3 blocks between with 6 in total is what we're looking at now. And these other ones need to go because they're confusing. That is lined up correctly, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 2 on this side. 1, 2, 3. How many are we actually putting in? 2, 4, and 6 if we save some as well. So I feel like if we're going to do 6 and save some channels, we should make it 5 in between. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over there. So that's where the towers then be, nicely spaced out. Sky Fighter says those crafter towers are epic though. They will pump crafted items like crazy. I hope so, yeah, I hope so. Now the question is, where do y'all see the crafting stuff going, right? Like our, let's go back to app. We need, I did craft like half a stack of both. Is what I remember. Oh no, there you go, there they are. So we need those, plus something, crafting monitor, yeah. So here's my current thoughts. Like, I don't think these things emit light, and that's what they look like. Like, that's their structural texture. What if they're the walls of this room? I think they've got to be the walls of this room, right? And I need Cuplex now. God, I need Cuplex. Cuplex, where art thou? Here's a big question. Do we want multiple of these, or do we just make one big one? Considering that we're going to add 16 channels twice in each corner, we might be able to make these the walls of the room and then make them separate CPUs, and behind them have those 16 channels split up. Is it 16 or 8? Yeah, this gives you 32. So we want multiple. 3 people are saying multiple. XU3U says big one. I thought it would be multiple because I think if you have a big one, it does one task at a time. Maybe it does them super duper fast, but multiple just seems a little bit more reliable, doesn't it? Okay, let's disconnect that. Yeah, and get rid of all this because we know what we're doing up here now. And if you're thinking this is going to be bonkers, bonkers is what it's going to be. That's why I made the announcement video. I was like, I've got to tell the peeps it's going to be bonkers. Jimmy in Kin, thank you for 9 months of support, my dude. Twitch baby right there. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Carl's Doom says Cuplex should be mod and get VIP. That's not how modding and VIP works. You know, I don't want to conflate them. VIPs are like hermits, friends, and former mods, and mods are mods. Girls of Doom, thank you for gifting a sub to Stress Monster. Is Stress here? Good to have you here, Stress. And Carls, thank you for gifting that sub. Appreciate it. X multiple allows you to craft multiple different things at the same time. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So that's just going to make this even better. And it now makes me think... What were we doing again? We got 8 and we're splitting them. So we got 8, but we can... No. We got 4. We're doubling it into 8 because we're going to split everything. That gives us 6. What we're looking at here is 5 blocks spaced in between. So I accidentally removed one of these that needed to stay. Now, maybe we could go for 7. And if I did, then that would be like another 3 blocks, and then that would probably end up... Yeah, no, I think that's kind of it. That's kind of the limit of what we're doing. Okay. let's get more of this built then. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's there. But I guess I also need to fork off the next ones as well. So how do I want to do this to make it look interesting? This being said, I kind of pictured them sort of diverging, but essentially what's going to happen is they're going to just split like this, I think. I don't know, I pictured something that would be way more interesting, but it's probably not going to be interesting at all. So there's that split. Let's go mirror it on this side. Then the next split comes along. Let's get rid of some of this. Now I need more of that. And that one is the dents covered. Thank you very much. I've got a feeling we might run out of that stuff. So yeah, this too needs to split. Again. One, two, three. Now, as soon as we go diagonal, it would actually hit the one coming in from the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna revert this. That would not. The next one would be there, right? I am like obsessed with how stuff looks all the time. Yeah, so from on top of there is excuse me. On top of there is that, and then this is just going to go out and disappear and become the CPUs, right? So that doesn't look quite as impressive as I thought it could, but it is nonetheless at least interesting. Maybe what we'll do is attach some facades here and there to kind of make it look like these things are sort of held down or something. Okay, it goes to there, it goes up, and then it goes off, so... that is the project of towers. Are these a little too close is another thought. Probably not, they're probably fine where they are. This is a very grey stream, isn't it? Shinny says, X, I wanted to say I really enjoyed the editing on your Xisuma Says video. It was great. Oh, thanks. Be sure to thank Liger for that. That was all Liger's work. Doing some cool editing stuff. Okay, so this thing's going to go a few blocks off the ground. Right, and I think what I'll do is replace that with this. That looks way better. Alright, and then we somewhere around here, off the ground, we start this stuff. Molecular assemblers and these things, so if we put them, I'm doing this wrong. We started there, that'd probably feel about right. I feel like this stuff should literally go into the ceiling, even if it doesn't connect to anything up there. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. And then it's kind of about how far from the top and bottom is it. I feel like that will be good. I kind of maybe think I want it closer to the ground, actually. Which would mean we'd have them here. And take 2 off the top. Yeah, I think I want to do them about that height. Yeah, that's going to be it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in all of these suckers. This is some computing power, or crafting power right here, my friends. Craziness. Whoops, don't actually want that one there. I could have them there. And if ever it turns out this isn't big enough for some reason, which I can't imagine, because this is literally like going to fill up this entire room and be just so ridiculously bonkers. Dang. I feel like we probably want to investigate some sort of like building tool where you can just like replicate a build and have it copy itself over with like the contents in a chest, because that would save me a lot of building time with these. Okay. Dang. Ah! Misplaced one. Misplaced one. Oh, solved. There you go. That's our first crafting tower, and it looks redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. So there's going to be 6 towers on each side of this room. Doesn't the building gadget mod have a tool like that? Says Brass Donkey. I don't know. I didn't think it did, but it's a very nice mod. Building exchanging copper. Whoa. Okay, that's probably it, isn't it? That's probably it. I bet this one works out of your inventory. I've got a feeling. Now, it'll probably charge. Yep, it's charging up from our battery that's inside of me or something. Yeah, I don't know. Does this thing have an interface? Copy, paste. This has probably got some other stuff connected to it. It's probably not a like template. What's that? Template manager. Why do I got a feeling it's going to require a little bit more here? I mean, a template sounds like a copy and paste thing, doesn't it? Maybe the template manager just creates these things. Interesting. But what is it? This is definitely an interface for that gadget, so that's a step in the right direction. This doesn't have a crafting thing. Paste container. It doesn't work with tile entities, says Scorcher Sam. Interesting. Okay, so like... Oh. Left click and right click with the gadget. I mean, I have been clicking. Oh! I bounded the gadget to the inventory. Nothing's really happening, and I'm not sure how on earth you're supposed to use it. Edit placement? Like, oh! That's more promising, but like... How do I like shift it to where I am? What was it I pressed again? It was like that. Undo, anchor, mirror, rotate. Don't know what clicking that did. This is probably it. Click on the block, perhaps. I guess we didn't get too close. I was sort of further out clicking at it. I don't actually want that to be a part of this. I don't think that does it. Let's press F3. This doesn't tell us the coordinates of the one that we're looking at, so it might be a bit sketch. Ends. It's got like the end here. .98 and... Yeah, really not sure if I've even put it in the right thing. There's no outline as well. Right click empty area to reset. So then if I go here and put in these numbers... See, I know that's wrong because there needs to be like 3 blocks between, right? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. That we haven't selected something that big. Just having a look. Right, shift right click start road location. Okay. Thing is, I need an extra block. So like, oh. Now, this isn't a tile entity. And then how do you get the second bit? Right click, yeah. Area copy, number of tile entities not copy 97. So it won't copy anything that we want, right? Because they're tile entities, I think, is what it's telling us. So I put it into paste mode. Is there any preview? And did it put one up there as well? Yeah, it's not going to work. It doesn't do tile entities. Oh well. Anyway, let's crack on with this, because these are now a part of the network. And what I had not thought about is where to put our interfaces, right? We need more than that. Interface. No? Maybe it's called something different. Because we definitely had 2 interfaces. We've got a pattern terminal over here. What was the other interface? I mean, that's everything from... Oh no, there's more. Ah, now it's scrolling down. It wouldn't scroll down a second ago. So these are the 3 terminals. The crafting one is the one we've already used. Aha, look, they're all in the system. 16 molecular assemblers. Is that... I think that's actually these, the ME interfaces. So it's 16 times 4. Now, we don't have any crafting power at the moment. We should set up some temporary crafting power, right? So I'm thinking this is where we start to, like, automate the things that we need. So if I go in here and type in pattern, right, we're going to reset these ones and take those out. Come over here and start to make some of the things that we want. Like 1K crafting storage. But do we want to do several of the steps that lead to it? We can currently make a little processing machine somewhere and attach it. So if we press U... Ah, yeah, there's a rabbit hole to be had here. Okay, I think I need to open up applied here and then type in craft. Right, so do I want to go like all the way to the 64K? Because I don't really know how many materials that actually uses. We don't have that. We don't have that recipe, so we need that in the system. And then we need that in the system. Okay, and oh no, maybe we yeah. I see. So then we want that. Click that one. Then we want the pattern for that. Everything else is good so far. They're not dependent on other things. That's the one I just did, isn't it? 16K, 1K. And then 16 becomes 64. Dang. Yeah, look at all that. And then we make that. So now we can request 64K crafting storage. Then we need these co-processors as well. And that's kind of it. So if I then open this up and shimmy them on... Okay, you have to do it like that, do you? I don't know if spacing them out really helps or not, but that's what I'm doing. So now I should be able to request, right? Like, yeah, there's crafts here. I think there's a way to view what's craftable. Now we got some of these stored, but it just asks us to craft them. So if we go ahead, oh, I don't have the thing set up yet, so we've got to do that. 64 is 9 times more expensive than 1k. Ah, but we get 64 times more out of it, right? Maybe start with some 1k and upgrade them later, says Mirabolics. Well, you know, if we're building a crafting setup and we can craft it quicker, that's what I'm thinking. Why not? So we'll set up a temporary one in the corner here. I'd kind of like to set it up away from where we're building. So, then it gets a bit icky trying to set that up. So this stuff is 2 blocks away. 1, 2. And then it just goes all the way back across. Oops. Take that off. Oops again, gosh. Right, so now we've replicated, it goes out by 2 and then goes off. And somewhere along there it goes up and creates the tower, but we don't want to replicate that. Right, and then in this space we'll just have a little crafting setup thing. Okay, might need a tiny bit more space than that. Uh-huh. And these things go in. And then that way around. We also had one other type that we attached. Put that there. This build is low-key looking like a motherboard, says Bear. Stuff can often end up looking like a motherboard when it's like all technical and computery. Right, so now if we come back over here to where we can request what we want to craft. So if I request one of those, how long does it take to make one? Is stuff happening over here? Or over there? I don't know, did it do it? I guess we can't see. Because it doesn't display what we can take out, so... We got one! We got one! I don't know, you know, see now I don't know how many materials it took or what. So let's go make, ooh, wrong one. So let's go make 7 of them. Ah, but look at this. Right, so it gives me a preview. And it tells me how many bytes it's using. Interesting. And now, what do these numbers mean? Like, why does it need storage? Does it need storage, like, related to the amount of items we're chucking in or something? Never quite understand that bit. Like, how the storage and code processing works. Is it also now taking up a lot of power to do that? I think it is. Because we just asked for quite a few. Did it just finish? Dang. Makes me wonder how many of these things we're actually going to need. It finished making 8 of them really quick. Wow. Storage is for each item. Right, so if I'm crafting something, like, this is probably the most complex thing we got in there. So if I ask for like 100 of it... Ah, that's interesting. This makes me think I might end up like having to back engineer some of the old systems. This is kind of the reason I didn't want to go into it this way, because I like doing things the other way. But now, if I do end up wanting to do it this way, I have to rely... Oh, look at that. I have to rely on having those stockpiles of resources. Which makes me think, you know, I might end up now flipping everything I've done into this AE2 system. I don't know, it's going to be a crazy journey. Curls of Doom, thank you for gifting a sub to Enderdan for 8 months. Greatly appreciate you doing that. It's the crafting storage, it's like RAM, says the champ. Well, it makes me think then that as we build this up, we might have more of the co-processing units with, like, maybe each 64K one as a group of co-processing units around it, and that'll be the pattern in the wall, and yeah, we'll get there. For now, we can kind of like roll. We can kind of roll with this, and get going. Because here's the thing. I'm now seeing the limitations of the way I've done stuff. Because if I want to request a load of molecular assemblers, which I can add into the system, although we've already got crafting for that, there's going to be a limit to how many of these I can actually do. So like now when I go up here and try and craft that, let's say I want to make 100. Now I need one for crafting tables, which is actually okay. That's the sort of one I can put in there, but other ones it will catch us out on. More co-processing and multiple blocks of crafters, says Flawed Design. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Alright then, so I guess we're going to spend a lot of time adding recipes here now. Not the crafting station, just... Oh, God. Oh. It could have been so simple. Allow substitutions, definitely on that one. I'm just going to shift that in. No, can't shift it in. I'm going to put that one in the top row. Yeah, I don't really know what spacing them all out does, but yeah. So I could put in ones for that as well, so it can just do it without the stockpile. But I believe it'll take from the system first, though, right? Like if we've got it stored, it's going to use that before it starts crafting stuff. And then some of these are going to use machines as well. And I don't know where it's going to end up storing those items, so we might end up moving stuff onto drives. I've got a weird feeling we're going to end up moving everything into this system, just because it's so incompatible with the way I've done it before. Make a giant CPU on top of your capacitor bank. If it's top tier, it might be enough for everything you need, says Skyfire. I think I'm going to roll with having lots of them around the, like, so they can become like part of the decoration. And they glow. Oh, that's going to look so good. That's going to look so good. I'm hyped for this project now. I feel like I read this out, didn't I, Curls of Doom? Thanks for gifting the sub to Enderdan. I just looked at it again and got this weird feeling like I was in autopilot mode. Appreciate you gifting the sub, my dude. Did you add acceleration upgrades to the molecular assemblers? I did not, but why don't we just start making all of the things, right? Seems to be the way to go. And then we'll find out what shortcomings we have later on. So, I guess I could even add one for quartz glass, right? I should probably add one for pattern encoding. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to use this. Right, we've got 2 there. So, going back to the beginning, something might be dependent on that, so I might as well chuck that in there. Yeah, a lot of this other stuff though I'm not so sure about. Tiny TNT. Nope. That one, might as well put a recipe in for it. Fluid interface, not until we need it. MIO port, matter condenser. I don't know what half this stuff is, you see. Right, let's do the energy acceptor. And then the batteries, right? Oh yeah, this always confuses me. There's only 2 tiers of them. Right, then we've done the crafting unit and all of those. We didn't put a crafting monitor in. Molecular assembler is in there. Then we've got some slabs and stairs and blah, 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 blah. Storage we're not going to do just yet. And then we've got all of these. Oh dear lord. I wish they could like hide. There'd just be like a hotkey to hide all of that. That wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? God, there's so many of them. So many shades of different colours. God. And then 2 pages of this. Right, so this is what I was actually coming here for. That we want. And we want the other one. Uh-huh. That allows us to make each of these. So, capacity. Crafting. Fuzzy. Yes, inverter. Then the redstone card. Acceleration card. Is this what happens when people get to this part in the game? Do they just sit here throwing loads of these in? Because I feel like that is my fate now. I'm just gonna chuck these in semi-randomly. Just so they kind of get spaced out and all over the place. Okay then, so that's all the cards. But now I need more of these, right? I've only got 7, so like, come on, we need some more. Let's start doing that, and then I should be able to pick them out of there. No, did that work before? I think it worked in here. Which interface was it? Actually, I'm sure I picked it straight out. Maybe I right-clicked? There you go, I right-clicked to get half of them. So you can pull them out like that. No, they don't just sit there throwing loads of patterns in. They stand there. You don't... Oh, Ross8, you are... Oh, God, genius of the language. Oh, I'm not sitting. Well, I'll tell you something. I'm sitting on a chair right now. So I am sitting in Minecraft. Becca11, thank you for gifting a sub to Lord of the Fries. Lord of the Fries. Like it. That's cool. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to say thanks to Becca in chat as well. So when it comes to this other stuff now, it's kind of like, I'm not so sure. Like maybe that, yeah, that's occasionally in a recipe that I've seen. Wow, a quantum entangled singularity. Jeez. I've seen that in a few recipes. Annihilation plane is kind of like that other plane. There's the formation plane and the annihilation plane. Let's get both of them in. Don't know where the other one is. Could even put some of the cables on here. Is that it? Fluid formation. Formation plane. We'll have that one. Right, and then when it comes to these terminals, God, all of this stuff. Export. I haven't really done anything with fluids. Now I'm starting to think that'll be interesting to eventually do. Didn't I already make the ME formation? That's slightly different, isn't it? What did I just make down here? ME export. So, like, where's the import? There isn't one, is there? I still feel like I'm missing some things that I usually make. But I guess we'll make them as we go now. When we need it, we'll call upon it. Right, and there we go. Slowly filling it up, right? X, don't forget to allow all dictionary substitutes. Oh, dang it. I thought I was supposed to not do that. Didn't your tutorial tell me not to do that? So are they all incorrectly configured? Dang it. Can I have it remember? Oh, do I have to do all of that again? Oh, let's change our ways. Let's stand instead of sit. It is time for the desk to rise. Oh, I can hide facades by adding minus facade. Oh, cool. That's a really good tip right there. Put it in the bottom slot. Huh. Wait, I'm conflicted by what chat's saying now, because loads of you are going, Des says bruh, some of you are saying put it in the bottom slot, and some of you are saying don't worry about it. We'll just fix it if it becomes a problem later on. How about that? Put it in the bottom slot. You see it? Oh, it does go there. I'm not really sure if that allows me to change it then. Oh, it did. Ah, pro tip. Okay, so let's clear out this inventory for a second. And we'll put back in the things that we need later on. Using substitutions? Yes, that one is apparently. So now everything here is not using substitutions except wood. Also, Cuplex, is there any advantage to like spacing these things out? Ah! Just did a bad thing. Oh, just did a bad thing. Oh god, no! I don't want to chat! Okay, I've got to do it manually. Ugh. So, let's get rid of that. Oh! Do you know what? Ah! God, the noises. That'll work, but then... Oh, thank goodness. Right, look at that. So when I put it in the bottom, it kind of remembers. Then I click that, and then I update it. Nice. Nice. It's as if this was written for derps like me, eh? They were like, some idiot's going to do this wrong. Let's make it a little bit easy for them. God. We got Gabrielle Lighting Pour here for 13 months. Thank you, my dude. Gabrielle says howdy. Howdy and welcome. We are setting up the auto crafting, and honestly, it's making me think I'm going to end up backwards. I don't know what the words I'm looking for are here. Like, backwards building some of my previous contraptions, because, like, you can craft a ton of stuff on demand. If you don't have it all there ready to go, it's not going to go. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens from here. But, basically, and Cuplex, you haven't been here for the whole stream, so let me give you a little bit of a recap. I've kind of seen that if I want to make this system work the way I want it to work, it's not really built for that. This stuff is built for saying, I want this thing, make it for me, and then it gets all the materials and builds it. I like the idea of like, hey, this thing right here, always have some on hand. It's not built for that. So I'm going to have to just play it the way it wants to be played. Which is something I kind of like it when you have more control, like you use the components to create the thing that you want. But we don't have that option here, we don't have that luxury, so we're going to play it the way AE2 wants to be played. And now it's making me look at all the other systems I've got and thinking, we're going to end up ripping out all of these drawers at some point and probably just putting stuff into storage drives. And I don't really like doing that, but now I'm thinking, well, let's just play it the way it wants to be played and see if we enjoy it or not. Maybe it's not that bad. So that's kind of where we're at. Anyway, that was long-winded. Spacing it out depends on how you build your interface. Molecular, blah, 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 blah. Cuplex, that went off the top of the screen before I could read it. You're not updating the bottom one, says Pansco. I'm not updating? I think I've updated all of them. Oh, wait. What? No. Hang on, what happened there? Yeah, no, we've missed some here. What happened? No. No. Huh. These ones were no. So are all of those. All of those are yes. I don't know how I got those ones wrong, but apparently I did some of these wrong, so maybe I wasn't clicking that button and just taking them straight out. Like a goose would, because I am a silly goose. Don't you forget it. Right. Yeah, if I could write this mod my own way, I'd make it so much more I don't know, flexible, I guess? Because it does feel like it's sort of pushing you into a particular way of using it. But we're going to have to embrace that. Usually I really don't like that sort of thing, but I don't know. I just want to have fun. Play it the way it wants to be played, so we'll do that and we'll see where it goes. Cool, there we go. A whole bunch of stuff in the system. Right. So much more like vanilla, says 4Gil. Exactly. You know, because I'm a hardcore vanilla player. Cuplex, if you want to know what this thing's going to look like, it's going to look mental. The walls are going to be crafting systems, and there's going to be giant towers of crafting taking place. But we need to find a block to mix in that just makes it a little more visible. I think though with this idea that the walls are going to be made out of concrete and have crafting things in them, I feel like that's really going to change where we can put lighting. So X-tones. Cuplex might be a great time to get into it actually. Really might for this room. I don't know where to start with this. You can craft an X-tone tile, and then to make it into a different colour... Oh, wait, hang on, let's make that. I did once use this a long time ago. When it says shift to scroll... No, I'm putting it in there apparently. Alright, forget all of that. What is the thing? Do we chisel it from that? Oh, it's vaguely coming back to me. There's something or other. Something about this. It's got some interesting blocks in here. I thought they were only flat textures, but I was mistaken. Let's start with the chisel. There's something that changes the colour of it. Let's see what chat says. Do you dabble in coding? Advent of coding is a great way to learn. I'll bookmark that and investigate. I don't code. I think that, like, my thing is, you know, you have your commitments in life, and you can look at certain things you could do and just realise that's too much time. And I don't want to sound like that's an excuse. I don't try and make excuses for myself. I could code, but I'd have to sacrifice other things. And I never really find the balance, I guess, you know. Because I would definitely like to code, but I'm doing other things with my time, I guess. Holding it in hand, shift plus scroll. That's what I've been doing, by the way. I've been shift and scrolling it with it in my hand. Yeah, chat, help me out on this one. Someone's going to know. Chisel to go between all types. The shift scroll to change between versions of the same type to September. Well, in chisel, it's not letting me go. Let's press U on this. Maybe this is used for something else. Larvae. Ah, here we go. Bit, vect. Now we're starting to see it. This is where we're supposed to go. So there appears to be, like, oh, my brain just did a thing, everybody. My brain did a thing. Are you ready to see what my brain did? Oh, you're going to love what my brain just did. Oh, you don't even know what my brain just did. I need to come over here. No. I need to go somewhere. Right, I'm going to grab those, come over here, clear this, chuck that in there. We're going to add that. Right, I'm not going to craft anything ever again, peeps. I've decided. I've given up on crafting in life. It's too much business. So I guess I got to go there. Right, and to make this quick, I'm going to go... Oh, it's 12. It's okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought I was adding 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm adding 3 times the amount. I'm adding 3 times the amount, peeps. Is this how you're supposed to do it? Is this how the game is supposed to be played with AE2? And that is all of them. And that is a lot of stuff over here. I also kind of don't need these things on here anymore while I think about it. And that is the first one. Let's leave that next to that. Right, who sees what I'm doing? Who sees what I'm doing? Liger's put in the derp face in chat. Liger, someone really liked your editing on the Xisuma Says video, as I did. But not just me, someone else. And also, why the derp face? Come on, dude. Just be careful, X. Consider not having substitutions for these recipes. As you can see, the items are not flickering. Why? But why? Why? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I not have substitutes? You told me a minute ago I should put substitutes on. Oh! I think I know why you're saying that, because that in itself won't work with... That's weird then. So if the recipe doesn't accept substitutes, clicking there does? Is that what you're saying? Right. Okay, now I understand. I didn't think the mod would operate like that. Like, that seems a bit odd. So if I bring this one back and turn that off, because does it allow... Oh, that one does though. But maybe not for these slabs. So I am going to do that. Right, and take a step back. Okay, so we've done the first one. Now we're on to the next one. No substitutes. Okay, over to this row. We got Vect with no substitute. Now the next thing this mod needs is a way for you to go, just do everything from this list over here. Cheers. See you later. Because now I've got to do them all manually, right? And I'm so going to lose track at some point. I know it. Zorg. What a name for a block. Zorg. That's that like classic text-based computer game from... I would say back in the day, but it was before my day, really. I think it's Zorg. When I was a kid and I had like no money, and like you're always looking for something to do, and like you would get your hands on some obscure like computer magazine with a demo disc, and it would be like Zorg 1, 2, 3, the full game, and I'd be like, I found 4 games, yes. You know, lift the disc up to the sky. What wonder are we going to have with this free game that I found on a demo disc? Then you go and play it and it's like, it's just a line of text saying, you were in a castle. I'm like, no, I'm in my bedroom, mate. No. Zorg. Imagine the TikTok generation trying to play a game like that, eh? You know, put in the cassette. Oh, it's Zork. It's Zork. That's what it's called. Yeah, imagine like putting in the cassette into your Amstrad, right? Waiting 30 minutes for it to load up. And then you have to type in start game or something. Oh, God. Oh, God. I find it fascinating. I find it fascinating how our attention spans have changed. Like, I believe in relativity a lot, right? So, like, let's say we go back 300 years, and, you know, do you know what are amazing? Toilets. What? Why is X saying toilets are amazing? You didn't expect that, did you? You didn't tune in going, X is going to talk about how amazing toilets are. Toilets, right? Toilets provide, like, this incredible, invisible amount of, I don't know if you call it healthcare or hygiene. Hygiene's probably the better word, right? Like, if you rip out toilets from society, do you know how bad it is to, like, be around fecal matter and urine and, like, not have proper ways of disposing and treating it? It's a huge... It was a huge cause of... Do they call it dysentery? You know? Lots of germs come from them and whatnot. So, like, an invention like the toilet has done so much for public health and for everyone's health, but it's just invisible. You just take it for granted, right? Now, if you go back 300 years or whatever before toilets or whatever, you know, like, life was, as we look back on it, more difficult, more death, more disease, more of lots of bad things, essentially. But I don't think people at the time were that much less happy. I do think there's probably, like, some curve of happiness, although I just removed one I shouldn't. Dang it. Okay, what was the last one we did? Zest. Zane? No, was Zane the last one we did? Oh, it's there. Zane was the last one that we did. Gonna lose my train of thought now. Zane. So we missed out on Reed. No, read's there. No, that's sink. What? Does sink come later? Sink is there. And it looks like read. Gotcha. Excuse me, the one that tried to get away, eh? So we haven't done Zest, and we've done Zane. Right, all of these have got to go in now. Are these toilets thoughts you had, X? Says Shinny. Number 1 public health measure is waste sewage treatment, says Just Voting Ducks. Now, this is some serious stuff, right? Like, if you ripped out toilets and waste management, like, life would be really different. You'd be getting sick a lot. You know, there'd be just smells and disease and all sorts around. Like, the amount of improvement to public health and quality of life that a toilet provides is kind of insane. I mean, there's probably lots of things like this, but it's just like the invisibility of it. You just don't think about it. It's there every day. You don't sort of go into a toilet and go, this is an absolute miracle, this thing. But if you lived like 500 years ago and then, you know, you live in those conditions for a while, then get teleported to today, it would just be like a complete miracle. But the point I was trying to land on was that I think I don't even know why I started talking about happiness. Happiness is relative, right? Like, they say the grass is greener on the other side. If you're on the other side, the grass looks greener over there. Like, it's the act of comparison that is often like a problem. So if you live in the world as it were 500 years ago, like, you're not thinking, oh my god, I'm so bored herding these sheep or whatever. Like, that's life. That's the pace life goes at. You know, there's no paper. Maybe you like hear someone comes to town to tell you about things that have been happening elsewhere. Like, information travelled at different paces, and like, it's all relative though. So you're not like, people weren't sitting around going, oh my god, I need to like watch something or this or that, you know. L Maya Man says, I always hate myself. I hope you're not being serious, my dude. I hope you're not being serious. The mind can be unkind to itself, and it can say mean things, you know, that aren't really true, but, you know, the mind tries to tell you it is. I mean, if you're here and you want to say more about that, you can. Honestly, I think the world is too fast now, says Teal Banana Llama. I think it's easy to think that, to sort of go, oh yeah, like it's all a bit too much, right? But I feel like it's an inevitability that it's just going to speed up if it can. So I feel like it's more productive maybe just to embrace the fact that everything is speeding up and kind of go with the flow, air quotes. Oh man, there are some choices here. This looks interesting. I think Vect might be a candidate. Tank's got one or two interesting. I thought that this mod was like flat colours only, and now I'm looking at it and going, ooh, this stuff Zone might fit in well. But was it Vect? I think was probably the best candidate. Maybe a couple of these. Let's try Vect. So if I make, I wish these would go into stacks as well. That would be good. But hey, I just want to stack. Alright, so we don't have slabs and we don't have ink sacks. Great. Great. Well, the slab I can make with a recipe, can't I? But the ink sacks, I don't have an ink farm. So if I want to decorate this place, I've got to make an ink farm, apparently. You know, is this project actually going to take forever? Probably. Probably multiple streams. Becca, thanks for gifting a sub to El Maia Man. Appreciate you doing that. And El Maia Man says, went to a psychiatrist for that though. Cool, cool. So I'm gonna take it that you're being serious. Becca, thank you for that. That's really appreciate you supporting our community. She said that self-loathing is due to high expectation of self. Yeah, I can't speak from that kind of angle on it. All I know is I've been through that kind of thing myself, and the way I got out of it was to realise that you can like negativity and positivity, neither of those things are rational, and when you look at things rationally, you realise that like emotion is like this big, powerful, swaying thing that can make you believe in a lot of what is negative, like loathing yourself. And the roots and the origin of that stuff is usually in trauma. It's usually in things done wrong to your, like wrongs being done onto you, and you can build up a lot of like bad ways of thinking in your mind. Like on a physical level, we're talking about neurology, synapses firing the brain, thought patterns being physical activity in your mind that gets used to being activated over and over again. It's easier to think the thoughts that you're used to than it is to think ones that are opposite in nature, because they get strengthened the more you think them. That like really broke me out of the way my brain was thinking, because now I have like a sort of meta-analysis of self where it's like, okay, I'm thinking these things about myself or about something else, and taking a step back and realizing this is like a pattern, this is like a groove. I keep doing this thing in my head, and that will reinforce it, the synapses that fire off in your brain. And that appealed to me. It might not appeal to you, but that way of looking at it really helped me, because I looked at myself more like I was a machine that was broken and needed tweaking and changing, rather than thinking I was unfixable or something like that. And so yeah, I was able to identify where those sorts of thoughts were and work on noticing them and learning to then combat the things, the negative self-thought, self-loathing, whatever it is, with some rationality. And then, you know, that kind of leads you to a better place, because you realise that negativity isn't very logical a lot of the time. It's not really grounded in as much truth as it can make you think it is. And there's a lot of love in chat here. Look, Shinny says, sending virtual hugs to anyone who needs them. Yeah, and Becca, that was a really nice act to you there as well, to gift that sub. Let someone know that they're welcome here, you know? So we put in that crafting slab. Now we need a... Oh, could we build like a quick and dirty squid farm? I think we could build a quick and dirty squid farm. In fact, it'd be kind of like quite easy. Just trying to think. The bit that's going to catch me out, I can think of like the most vanilla way ever to do this. So, right, we need a destruction gadget. Got that. How much time do we? We've got loads of time. That's great. That's great. Asher Anderson, thank you for subscribing with the Prime. Very much appreciated. Becca says, I see myself as an advantage as no one can hate me as much as I do. Becca, I hope that is a purely just a joke there. Cupbeck says, you can make dyes really easily with Mystical Agriculture. Oh, right, yeah, we've already got a dye farm, right? Like, maybe we need to improve that a little bit. What height do squid spawn at? Because we can probably utilise bottom of the world tricks again. Yeah, we can probably do that. X, sure, since I'm pretty sure you still think it's not in the pack, press F7. It's not in the pack, my dude. I know why you're saying that, because we added a mod into the pack that must have enabled it. Yeah, I had to add a mod into the pack, so it must have made that possible, because that was just not working before. Joe Pre-Bond, thank you for the cheers and bits, saying dye essence can be crafted in just about any colour item except for cactus for some reason. Interesting. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I kind of like, you know, we've done a bit of mystical. Maybe we'll look for other ways into doing this stuff. So right, let's focus on a squid farm. We will need a... Oh, God, I'm going to do this for everything now, aren't I? I've immediately just become hooked. Let's click there again. I'm not really seeing substitutes, so we won't enable them. So I need an ender chest, right? Wait. Oh! Yeah, no, I got to put it in here. Right, okay. Hopefully I didn't do that with any others. And we got Yellow Harold coming in, gifting those subs. Thank you, Harold. Appreciate your support and all you do as always. Alberto77, Valen Spire, Polar Pooler 9, Ebony Wolf, Rabid Turtle, Blue, Fire Green, Expert Cobra, Nagi Sov, Skunky Blitz, and the only higher. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks to Harold in chat, and thank you, my dude. Appreciate it ever so much. Right, another note for post-stream. I need to follow up on the gifted sub thing. Need to make that happen if it's possible. Right. Vanilla Farm, bruh, says Apple Johnson. Oh yeah, no, the vanilla technique is going to come in handy here. We're going to take advantage of some vanilla mechanics. Right, so what am I doing? I want an ender chest, and I can tell it to craft me one. But oh, of course it is. Oh yeah, we're super like. Dang, I need to cancel the obsidian, right? Wait, was there? Okay, I thought there was something on the ground. Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here. See, that's where... Oh, right. No, it's starting to back up, so I'll just take that for now. Okay, that'll do. I'll probably make this one manually. Yeah, we need to make an obsidian farm at some point. Nothing spawned over here. Right, so... For now, we're going to do that. Right, then we need a vacuum hopper. Which we probably have. Absorption, 7x7. See, I want to make... Actually, no, I can make this work really easily, now that I think about it. Okay. Then I need some stone. Oh, this is going to be, like, super duper easy. And we got Kodachrome here with the Prime. Thank you so much, Kodachrome. Appreciate it. Probably going to need a diamond, although I can grab all this stuff on the fly. So, I think we got what we need to make this farm. Thing is, I'm going to make it in just a moment, peeps, because I really need the toilet, so I will be right back. Oh, I'm back! Why make vanilla farm when you have mob imprisonators to duplicate mobs? That is a great question, because it's inferior to the vanilla farm. That's why. Okay, here we go. We're going to go make a vanilla farm. So, I'm going to head down. Through here. Over there. Press that button. Okay, I need a jump boost. Let's also press this. This is going to help us a lot. This thing needs to be configurated. Up we go. Remember, you have basalt farm behind your lava generators. You can switch the mode over to obsidian, I believe. Right, yeah, someone mentioned that before, and I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. I'm not entirely sure how that's done, but yeah, it might be a thing. Is it me, or is the FPS, like, although it says 80, it just feels wrong up here. Right, if I put it over here, it'll be... It is terrible up the top here. Anyway, I think I have to ray trace the fluid. So we're going to put it over here. This will be our chunk. Yeah, or maybe actually, maybe I'll go this side. Go over here. Yeah, this is where I want to go. This spot. Ah, before I do that, I should probably throw down some cobble and torches again. Out of range, are we? Yeah. Oh, wow. I was just thinking maybe at the top of the world it's like really out of range, you know? And then torches. Right, then back over here. This is my border right here, isn't it? Depending on infrastructure, MA can make obsidian a lot faster. What's MA? X placed the border first. Lucro remembers. I mean, I've done it enough times now. Well, twice. 3, actually. Kuma says, why did I expect something more on the surface? I don't know, I guess it's the best they could do is just put lava up here, right? Aha, now what we also need is torches on the side. Because the lava don't actually light it up, funny enough. Which is kind of weird, because the torch is like a light source inside this block. The lava should be a light source in that block. Maybe the torch doesn't even help, which is possibly what that suggests. Yeah, I think the torches might be used. What was that one for? Oh yeah, that's for our passive animal farm. This will be for our squid farm. Right, here we go. We don't have to reconfigure these every single time because they get charged. Oh, or not. What does that mean? What does that mean? Am I out of juice? Empty. I'm out of juice. Oh, dang it. Now I've got to go do it all. Ah. Ah. Ah, well. It is what it is. We got time. We got time. So that will go in there. And then I want to pick out the ones that I've used before. And I don't know which ones they are. Don't know if they'll be configured correctly, you know. I guess I should put that one in to go in next. And that looks like one that's been configured correctly. Uh-huh, it is. This one, not so much. I'm surprised the surface just isn't even more stone, says Kiyuma. I guess if you dig straight up to the top for whatever reason, like the lava is going to give you a headache, but once you got like a piston, you can use a few pistons to make it easy to get up there, so I don't know what the logic was really. I feel like that, wouldn't that eat away some of the wall? Why is it show me the wall there and then not there? That's super weird. I'm just gonna chance it. Weird, okay. So how many blocks back is that? 1, 2, 3, about 5, I think. Okay, and now this one probably won't make a full one, so we'll go to that. Uh-huh. Hey, that one's configured correctly. Get rid of it. This one is probably configured correctly. Double check. Yep. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. That is annoying. Do you know what? I'm going to have to fill it in now, aren't I? Oh. Did it do all of it? It did all of it. Wonderful. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, and that cobble. Right, next up. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one needs configuring. There's one. That one's good. 2. What height are we at? I don't even know. This one ain't been configured. Hey, we got a donation here. I totally spaced on that one. Was that while I was in the toilet in the loo? In that amazing miracle toilet. Oh god, toilets are so amazing, as I was saying earlier. Honestly, they are if you think about it. They're pretty darn incredible what they do for us. Impossible to lurk from your waffles. What you said resonated strongly. I've been relentlessly chasing self-improvement for years without ever being okay with myself. I recognise the patterns you talked about. But how do you accept and not stagnate as a human? That's a great question. I don't know if I've got an answer for that, because I think everyone's way of figuring it out is different, right? But I think you have to pair the struggle for self-improvement with self-acceptance. Like, you need, on some level, you need to accept, like, there are things that you will fail at, you are fallible, you will make mistakes. It's really always about getting back up and on it again. Because you are going to get knocked down in life. And it's about being able to get back up. And, like, when the struggle is with yourself, it applies sort of in the same way. It doesn't make the hard days much easier, but, like, giving yourself, like, a break and reminding yourself that you're human and that you're flawed and that everyone struggles with something, like, that can be a big help at certain times. Hopefully that answers your question. We've got 2 more here. Now, I sort of thought I had overdone it. I was on overkill. God, I'm not going to need that many, and then here we are. Looks like I might not have brought enough. Right, this one needs configuring. Thank you again, Curls. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out in these streams, and thank you for the donation. Yeah, okay, let's go get some more. What I really need is like a little tunnel between all the areas. Liger, thanks for gifting a sub to the Zenith. Appreciate you gifting the sub, my dude. Thanks for supporting the community. Now I want a toilet for Christmas, says Skyfighter. I mean, I hope you're joking, because in some parts of the world, not many these days, but yeah, toilets are not always accessible. Imaneva says, why do you feel stagnation is bad? You're assuming that if you stop working, you will regress. Yeah, so on that note, like, one of the things I'm trying to get my head into lately is, like, there's this drive to be productive, to create, to do, to be on something constantly, and you need to learn, I need to learn this, everyone does, like, to balance it with a bit of relaxing time, a bit of downtime as well. I've had a bit more downtime as of late, and that impulse to, you know, grind and work and all of that, it's always there, but it's not always right. Sometimes you need time for you, and sometimes you need torches. I feel like I should have... Oh, do you know what? I never actually started the thing, now that I think about it. Not in this direction. Dang, so... I'll have to calculate. Yeah. So it's 1, 2, and then we never dug down. We only did a little bit. So this will be where we turn, right here. So we've got the 1 on our right, then 1, 2, and then we're going to see it in a second. There it is, okay. Make sure nothing can spawn here. Cool. And down we go. And we got another noise in the air. It's another donation here from MPA Dutch saying, hey, I'm off to bed. I need to be out at 3 AM. It's 8:30 here. I'll see you later. Dang, getting up early in the morning. Good on you for getting an early night. Your sleep is important, and thank you for the donation, my dude. Just thinking when I'm next streaming. I'm going to have to stream early in the day, probably tomorrow. Yeah, actually, yeah, now that I think about it, it'll probably be a morning stream from me tomorrow of what I got going on. So, Maybe you'll be getting back. I don't know what you're up to. It just made me, for some reason, think of what I'm doing tomorrow. Thank you, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Hope you have a good rest. Okay, so we grab these, bring them down here, drag all of this out. Now, this farm design, you know what? It relies on having one block in the middle, and I don't care that this is off-center, so here we go, squid farm time. We've got one there and one here, and that is probably roughly one of the 4 blocks of the center. So we need to go up to the top of the lowest chunk, and I'm hoping the squid can spawn at this height. I'm not sure that they actually can, and that would be too high then. So we grab some water and we put it here. Then we zip this away and go down to the bottom where we're going to have our ender chest and our vacuum hopper. That'll go there. This will go above it. This thing can output south items that we'll get. And I believe that is just our master input ender chest right there. Yep. Okay. Next thing we need are more stone. Let's get rid of that. Just give me a stack of those. Even though all I need is less than 10. That's it, I think. I think that's it. What Y level do they spawn at, peeps? Oh, they might not spawn in this biome. Oh, dang it. Oh, and then a creeper spawn down there? Like, that's in the middle of... Wait. Oh. I see. It's the wrong biome, isn't it? Dang. Well, I know where the creeper is, because it's making noises. There we go. 60 for free and below, only in oceans and rivers. Yeah, completely forgot about... Wait. There's a river here! It's a river in the corner. That's hilarious. Let's press F3G again. Is that enough? Because, I mean, technically that's a river biome. X, the squid biome change was made after 1.12. They can spawn in any biome. They don't seem to be spawning here for us, though, do they? Dang. All that effort, and then we end up not actually needing it. Or it not working. Layer 45 to 63. Okay, there we go. That sounds more like it, yeah. Oh, that didn't work there either, did it? Down. Why was I thinking south? South of heaven. South. South isn't down, is it? But, like, sometimes you think of it as, like, below you. Anyway, I guess we are going up a whole bunch of blocks. Carls of Doom says there have been 3 derps today. X, for the love of all that is holy, press that derp, man. Sorry, what are the 3 derps? I'm not aware of these derps. Are you fiending again? Better not be fiending. You know how I feel about fiends. So I guess the vanilla method might not be quite as effective. I could build this thing a little bit lower, but yeah, we'll just do it this way. And yeah, what's going to happen here? So those spawned in the corner, but I removed... Did I remove the pressure plates? I didn't. So it just requires... Oh, some groaning here. Oh. Yeah. Maybe a torch or 2 here in the middle as well. Come on, that's good enough for some squid then, if that's the way it works in 1.12. They should be spawning, right? G-Raffi says came from TikTok. Awesome. Good to know TikTok is bringing some peeps over here. Now you probably expect me to say a bunch of silly stuff. That's just part of the stream. Yeah. Right, did something drop down then? I wasn't... We're still not getting any squid, are we? Let's try in the corner where the river is, just in case that is actually a thing. So, beach. Oh, right, river. What about over here? Beach. So we've got like one river biome. Yeah. Oh, wow, there's a bit over here. There's like 3 there. So I think I'm going to put it there and see if that spawns any. Come on! Come on! Give me some squiddies! God, this should be easy in a world like this. Why is it not happening? Why is it not happening? Where are the squid? Evolved Enderman? Looked like you were standing in the water, dude. Oh, you are? Oh, maybe you don't fear the water. You don't fear the Reaper, does he? I don't like TikTok. Feels like brain dead. Oh, he said branded. I was thinking branded? Brain dead entertainment. But I'm curious to know what X posts there. Stuff from these streams. You know, I'm up in the brain dead value over there, apparently. I don't know what to do now. I really want to use that texture, right? So I need to brainstorm a way to get some ink sacks together on a large scale. Kind of seems to me like I'm probably going to have to do the mob imprisonment tool after all of that. Which we can do. We can do that. So, I guess I need squid bait. Which I have. Let's try and make a bit more. Let's put these destruction gadgets back. Got too many for my own good at the moment. How's that thing doing? That's charging surprisingly quick. Thick Mustard is in the house saying, what up, homie? What up, Thick Mustard? Thank you for 4 months. We got I Am Sweetie here for 3 months. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. Thanks for your tremendous support as always, peeps. Okie dokie then. We need more squid bait. Where do I get that from? That's a great question, actually. And now I've only got fish left. Where do I get fish from? Loot bags. I'm going to guess it's loot bags. Right, back to the secret area that no one knows exists, except us. Use a lot of XP duplicators. You need to get lots of XP to fuel it. Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. That was a problem before because it was near those animals behind the wall, but they are gone, so, you know. Right, we need mob imprisonment tool. Could auto-craft it, couldn't I? No. Hey, that uses the plastic, which we automated. And we've automated gas tiers too. Seeing 3-digit item stacks is so jarring every time, says Rossi Wave. Yep. I'm sure it is. Exanalops is here for 13 months saying thank you for the entertainment. I can only imagine all the hard work that is behind it. Well, when doing these streams, there's just hanging out and chatting. But yeah, there's some editing and whatnot goes into the videos and planning and preparation. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you for seeing all of that. Yeah, thanks for 13 months. Awesome. Right, so we're going to put the squid in here. I mean, I don't know why I put 3 down back there, but let's just, in case something goes wrong. This is from Industrial Foregoing, so if it will let me. No, maybe look in this direction. There it goes. So, we've already caught a few other things. We need mob duplicator. Source of power will be our spectre coils. Then we need the fluid tank of some sort. Maybe I'll take one that hasn't really been used. Now we're doing this with the ender chest before, but I think what I might do is just shove some of that in and figure it out. Wasn't there like a liquid fluid converter block we had as well, peeps? Has X ever played Factorio before, says the Ghost Llama. Fun fact for ya, I played that game when it was in like early access, and they were short on their funding campaign or whatever it was called back then, Kickstarter, and we did some promotional stuff with them, and they ended up passing the goal to get the game developed, which is super cool. Digger RC, thank you for 3 months, appreciate it. All right, so there was some sort of liquid converter. I don't remember what it was though. X, one day I'd like to see some making of Hermitcraft episodes, how you plan your episodes and stuff. I'd like to do it too, but like the problem is that in between recording I'd listen to music and do stuff that like it would really just kind of be crazy to do it. I don't know. I'm going to focus on this for a second. Now that I think we had in the system, right? There you go. So that must have been it. Okay. Have they appeared yet? Oh! Oh, you're still alive, and you got derpy eyes. That's amazing. Okay, let's go run back over to the spot. I don't have to actually build it there. I could kind of just build this thing anywhere. And now that I don't feel like going back to that chunk, what I'll do is come back to this space. Because we did do it here before. Let's just do it here again. I'm going to clear out a bit more space. Oh. There we go. And we need some blocks. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Actually, let's get a few more blocks here. Go one higher. So we're going to have that thing there. It needs the RF, we can do that. And we need to put the squid in there. Now it needs the other thing. So I think we did it this way around. Because I can put that into there. I thought I could. Oh, I wonder if that's all we need. No, that's not pushing it down into there. So let's put that one above. It'll push down into here. Right, now we need to select one over on this side. So this is after fluid essence. Oh, here we go. Now I'm kind of confused. Maybe the fact that we got stuff coming in is a problem. Can I flush it out or something? You don't have essence, you need essence. That's what this is, right? That you convert liquid XP into essence? That's how we did it before. You can't make the left and the right the same. Right. Right. So because that's in there, it's now a problem. Oh, dang it. How do I get that out of there? Can I just break it and it'll forget? Please forget. Cool. But now I can't select anything over here. So is it telling me that actually all I can do is convert that into one of these things? Now it's not letting me do anything at all, which is kind of weird. Wait. Then it let me do... Whoa! Hello! Oh, interesting. So you tell it what you got there? I don't know. Anyway, it's working. It's working. So now we need another tank. One without liquid in. Or what does it have? It has essence in it. This is the one we used before, actually, because it's already set up to push and pull. Right, cool. So now, for all of that stuff I push into there, which I could automate to some extent, we're going to get squiddies down here. And then they'll suffocate. I feel like we should maybe put like iron spikes or something below them. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to take that stuff out now. Looks like it might be running for a while. So I want to kind of put cobble here. Let's have them stay in there. And then when this thing... Hang on, let's do that. Let's give them a helping hand. We want to kill them a little quicker. Native God 79, thank you for 6 months of support, my dude. Subbing to become YouTube Immortal when you upload the VOD. Also, a day behind your lives. I did not understand any of that. Subbing to become YouTube Immortal when you upload the VOD. Also, a day behind your life. Thank you. I didn't understand any of that, but thank you. I appreciate it. Use the mob grinder so you get fortune. I could, but like, I can't be bothered. Let's just, you know, I only need a little bit. I want to get back on track with that other project. Dang it, I left my ender chest thing over there, didn't I? What happened to my... Oh wait, I've got them in my inventory. Right, so now... There it is, very hidden. And a diamonds. Would be nice. Let's get this thing going again. So I'm going to put that there. Don't know what direction that is. I'm putting it into the wrong thing, aren't I? Yep. There you go. There you go. Actually wanted that solidified experience, I guess. Right, there it is. That'll run for as long as this has got experience in it. Let's go give it some. As now... I mean, how much of a detour was that, right? Like, ugh. In you go. I'm going to hold on to the obsidian. I guess those can go in there. I don't want them. I don't want the ink sacs. Keep them. We got Badger Spanner here for 37 months. Sup nerds, just popping in, says Badger. Welcome Badger, haven't seen you around in a while. Thanks for coming by and subscribing. I'll give you a recap on what we did today. Well, we killed another squid, that's what we did. Yeah. Right, now we get to chuck that away. And possibly that, and then over here, backpack, Right, let's go to the project that we've been doing today, because we now got ink sacs. Gah, finally. Yeah, look at this place, dang, right. So, now I can make the Z-tones stuff. Can I remember what block it was? Well, it's the one that requires... Here we go. The one that requires ink sacs. Vect? I think that might be it. When I click that... Let's type it in and have a look. That actually looks very much like it. So, we will now try and make a stack. Come on! Come on! Oh, I've changed, sorted. Yeah, there we go. Right, so dum 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 dum. We got a stack, amazing. And now apparently I shift to scroll to go through all the different textures. Oh, it's a little bit flat looking. Let's see if we can get up close to something here. Ugh. Kind of goes off the screen a bit, doesn't it? They're actually quite flat. That might not be what I want to go with then. Interesting, okay. Let's put it back to the first one. So maybe not that after all. Maybe something else. It's got to match that. It's got to match that. That's like the one thing. It needs to look cool, all of that stuff. So my friends, I did envision getting a lot more of this done, but we'll be back I think tomorrow morning, and what we're going to do is really like knuckle down on this, build up more of our crafting towers, put crafting recipes in, figure out the backdrop with all of this stuff, it's going to look amazing. I was hoping to get further into it today, but that is kind of it. I could stream a little bit longer. I did plan on doing a 3-hour stream, but I kind of feel like I'm there. So we'll wrap it up. Big thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. Thank you to all the patrons. Thank you to all the people gifting subs. And like I said, I'll be back probably first thing tomorrow morning. Gonna go raid Bruno Danu, who's currently looks like he's flying in a boat. God. Anyway, we're doing a raid. You know the deal. So hit the follow button before you head out of there. Hit that raid button. And I will see you again tomorrow. Take care, peeps. Bye-bye.